messages, stories.
And they provoke black people, then play innocent. Shout out to Exo Speaks, man. Why is it everybody that is not black want to use the N-word, but they don't want to use any word that's disrespecting any other cultures or any other nations? Why are they so obsessed with the N-word? In this video, I think we're going to get the answer to that because he about to cook. Check it out, y'all.
One thing racists keep trying to do is normalize the N-word. And I feel like people usually ignore how weird that is. Out of all the words in the world, that's the only one they keep trying to get access to. Not because they need it and not because they don't understand why it's wrong. They only want it because black people told them they can't have it. And that right there should tell you everything. When somebody keeps reaching for something after you told them no, it's not confusion. It's disrespect.
The Bible says that we are the salt of the earth, meaning we put the flavor on every damn thing. People want to be like us as well.
Why can I not say the N-word? If you told anybody you can't say it, would you give the permission now to say the N-word? Why can I not now say the N-word? Because I want to. Because I want to. Listen, we're not. I really want to. If I listen, we're not. If you say to the time, we will not. Whatever I determine the other key, we will deal with
it. Yo, Joseph, listen, we will handle your ass. Don't play with. We are not religious people, and y'all see how eager he was. I just want to say it. Ooh, I just want to say. He thought he had him somebody that was going to be docile. He thought he had somebody that was going to be quiet. Look, Joseph, you better sit your ass down. We don't play that shit.
It's okay. I am trying to explain. I am not calling you guys that word. I just said that word. It's just as if I wanted to say asparagus. That's a word.
No. That's not a racial slur. You're an asparagus.
That was just a word. Why are you so mad? Somebody says the N-word, black people react, and all of a sudden they act shocked. That was just a word. Or why are you so mad? No, we're not doing it. If it was really just a word, they wouldn't be this attached to it. Nobody fights this hard over something they claim not to care about. But that's the part they don't want to admit. They want the word normalized because they want the disrespect normalized. They want to be able to use it around black people, then act like we're the problem for reacting. No, they know exactly what they're doing.
If it's just a word, why you gotta ask people to say it? You have to ask somebody to say the word clothes, to say the word swimming pool. And if you do say it around black people and you have black friends, won't you say it around all black people? When your ass is out there by yourself at 10, 11 at night, why don't you use it then? Why is it when you're only in safe environments?
They don't do this with any other group. You don't see them fighting this hard to say slurs aimed at anybody else. They don't build arguments around why they should be allowed to disrespect other races. But when it comes to black people, now they need everybody to understand why this one boundary should not apply to them. That's not a coincidence. That's selective disrespect.
I don't think black people have a right to tell white people or Hispanics what they can and cannot say. And that means if a black person wants to use the N-word, that means a white person also can use the N-word, because all lives matter, not just black lives matter. So with that said, the fact that they're trying to sue this woman, this white woman, they're trying to take her kid away from her because she used the N-word, just shows you how toxic cancel culture is. And this is a great case as to how we need to stop cancel culture. It is anti-American, it is anti-free speech, and if you can say the N-word, so can I, whether you like it or not. It doesn't affect your freedom, but you're sure affecting mine by telling me that I can't say it because I'm not black. So, make the N-word great again.
They know black.
Listen, for all the Hispanics that look white, white people don't fuck with y'all. They don't. They got words for y'all too.
Black people are expected to be forgiving. They know people expect us to keep explaining ourselves like grown adults don't already understand basic respect. And that's the game. They keep pushing the line because they want black people to let our guard down. They're not trying to protect freedom of speech. They're trying to get us to stop reacting so they can use the word in regular conversations like it was never connected to anything terrible. And that's not happening. Now, this is where they try to get slick. They'll say, well, black people say it, okay, and that does not mean everybody gets to say it. There are things people say inside their own community that outsiders do not get to weaponize and throw back at them. That's just how things work. And they know that. They understand boundaries perfectly fine when it comes to themselves. But when black people set a boundary, now everybody is confused. Now it needs a breakdown. Now they need a history lesson. But no, you don't, because you already understand why you shouldn't say it. You just don't like being told not to by black people. That's really what this is. Because the word itself is not the only issue. It's the entitlement behind it. It's that weird need to ask.
You're mad that we have something to ourselves. They do not want us to have anything. We made something, the N-word. It was something that was used against us. We took this shit and made the shit cool amongst us. They hate that.
Says something black people already told you not to touch.
Are you black?
Me?
Yeah. I thought you said my.
Nah, Guichi, blah. Guichi, Cuban, born and raised in Cuba.
No, what's up?
I said that. Yeah, well, you're not from me? That's a... You're recording me? That's crazy. You're doing stuff.
Yeah.
But in Miami, I was saying, in Miami, every Cuban, so we don't get heat with it.
You not doing that shit around a bunch of YNs, bro. He done hung around somebody from New York. Now he done copied the whole swag. Bro, you not doing that shit 11, 12 at night around a bunch of YNs. You lying. Y'all know how the YNs be at the gas station and shit, and they be having their Hellcats. You would not say that, bro. Stop lying, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, you should not say that word though.
I mean, bro,
Because y'all not black though.
Nah,
So you shouldn't say it. Like if there was a Cuban slang or slur, I would never say
that's
that.
how people say it. But it's like, yeah, he got one. Like, what did they say? He was like, Mom.
I'm just telling you, it's not cool.
Yeah. I mean, that's not about, I'm not a being cool. Like, nobody tells
I'm just saying, it's disrespectful
to who?
to black people.
So a lot of the black people do not get what I say. No, not here. I'm saying whatever I say.
Stupid.
Oh, so everyone else is stupid, but you're not. That's what I mean.
The black people.
So you sound racist. So no. Look, because you're saying the black people say it's okay. It's okay when you say it.
I'm black.
Okay, but the black people here say it's okay when I say it.
They can't give
Because
you
I
a
thought I'm a minority, actually a bigger minority than you.
They can't give you a
But I'm a bigger
What's
minority.
the
You didn't lose anything because you can't say a slur. I promise you. But this is what really exposes it. They'll say, if you don't want us saying it, then nobody should say it. No, that's not how this works. You don't get to decide what black people do with a word that's been used against us. You don't get to watch black people take something painful, flip it inside our own community, and then treat it like your invitation to join in. Because you're not joining in. The only thing you're doing is crossing the line. And they already know that too. This doesn't have to be explained. That's why they move so weird around the word. They whisper it, spell it different, type around it, or say, I almost said it, because deep down, they already know they shouldn't. But why almost? If it's so harmless.
Do you know how many barriers that they have on YouTube if you was to say any derogatory word that's concerning another people? All right, for example, I'm not going to say the word, but his name, you can't say it on YouTube. French Montana homeboy. He passed away. His last name is Drugs. But if you say his first name on YouTube, your ass getting struck or something like that. Because it's derogatory towards Chinese people.
Say it around the wrong black person and stand on it. But they don't want to do that. They want to be able to disrespect us without any consequences. When they hide behind free speech, the real issue is obvious. They want to use racist language and not be judged for it. And the crazy thing is, nobody's confused about the history of the word. People can pretend all day, but they know what it means. They know where it came from and why black people don't play about the word. But at the end of the day, they just don't care. And when black people call it out, here comes the manipulation. Now we're too sensitive. Now we're the ones making everything about race, or we're the ones dividing people. But no, the division started when you decided disrespecting black people was something worth defending. That's on you. Personally, I've never felt the need to use racial slurs against any group of people. Whites, Asians, Hispanics, those words aren't even in my vocabulary. I don't think about them. And that just goes to show you that a lot of this comes down to control. They want to say the word, then control how black people respond to it. They want to provoke us, then act innocent when we push back. It's the same pattern, different day. That's why we're never normalizing it. Not because we're scared,
because we always minding our damn business. It's not on my agenda to figure out what's something I could use to disrespect. Bruh, I'm not thinking about that shit. Most black people are thinking about their job and thinking about bills. Ain't nobody thinking about y'all ass, and that's what makes them mad. Y'all got to hear this.
He said, why are black people so controlled by a word? Why are racists so controlled by a color? Perhaps they are new to this here planet, but words mean things. Welcome to the concept of language. I can't believe this has to be explained to anyone over the age of 5, that words are used to communicate messages, stories, form civilizations and societies. Wars have been started because of an exchange of words. God sends people to hell over words, not their pigment, their words. So by their logic, God, I guess, is shipping out too. This is why he said in Proverbs, there is power in the tongue, and the tongue has the power of life and death. God cast Lucifer out of heaven because of his words, when he too practiced the sin of supremacy. James says the same mouth people use to praise God is often used to curse human beings made in God's image. I tell you, on the day of judgment, people will give account for every careless word they speak. This is how important even God views words. So I guess God is controlled by words too. How do black people have a reaction to violent language? Oh, I don't know. Because they're human. The same way a bigot's mother would have a reaction to a complete stranger approaching them on the street and calling them a cunt. The same way an Asian or a Latino would have a reaction to derogatory slurs about their ethnic group. The same way your boss would have a reaction if you call them something disgusting and vile, or your mother, or your pastor. They are...
It starts with, it's just a...
Damn! She cold! Yeah, well, bro, why you gotta describe this shit over somebody that's 5? Why do I have to explain this shit to you? You know it. Words mean things.
It's the word. And then it turns into, why can't we just say it whenever we want? And the answer is simple. It's not yours. Black people said no. And your obsession with saying it proves exactly why you shouldn't. Nobody's stopping you from talking. We're just telling you that if you choose to disrespect black people are probably going to respond.
The truth of the matter is people are angry that they have to respect somebody that they really want to be like. It's crazy. And it just stems from the hatred that is built in themselves. Makes no sense. But y'all get in the comment section, let me know what y'all think. Make sure y'all hype this video, subscribe. Link gonna be in the description to XO Speaks, man. Beautiful job. Big Kish signing out. Go on, y'all.
Welcome to Sprunky World Online RP. Create your own character, explore lively locations, and dive into non-stop role-playing fun. Chat, play, and adventure together in a vibrant online universe where every choice is yours. Easy to play on phone or computer, totally free, and packed with surprises waiting around every corner. Your story starts now. Play now on playgamma.com.
This app I use is called BandLab, and it's completely free. But if you want even more features, you can check out the BandLab membership, which is on sale for Black Friday at its lowest price yet.
come to Houston. And he, man, hey man, we gotta get on the town tonight, baby. Let's get outside, man. Let's do something, man. Show your boy around, man. I said, man, I don't really be out. Like, oh man, goddamn, man. Man, whatever. Do I be in town, man? Shit, I know you little Kiki in there, man. Boom, south in there, man. What's up? Man, take me out, damn, boy.
There could be a cover-up. Well, what's one of the best ways to do a cover-up? You take that phone and you do something with it.
Willie D. Nice.
One of the students, and you may want to touch on this, that was there, his mother is a judge, right? And now she was getting scrutiny. And that's impacting her ability to be a judge. And now she's getting this, she's not on the case. Questions will be raised as to the fact that a witness's mother is in the judiciary, and did she have any play? Because there is evidence that that son made an initial call when Nolan's whereabouts were at the very least unknown, and maybe more, right? He called his mom. His mom reported to law enforcement. His mom's an attorney. My judge is an attorney, right? And I know what I would do for my son or daughter if my child was being looked at, right or wrong. It's not about guilt or innocence. It's about knowing the law, knowing what our rights are. We always tell other people as an accused, a defendant is an accused. I'm still innocent under the law. And everyone has a right not to talk to law enforcement. We talk about this a lot on the other side of things. You don't have to talk to them. If you're innocent, don't talk to them. They're not there for your innocence. They're there to lock you into a story, right? And as an attorney, I would always tell you, anyone, don't call the police. Talk to me, but let me call the police, right? So you're seeing a lot of people circle the wagons. Maybe they got some legal advice on that, right? I can say as an attorney, that's the advice I would give, right? And so you may feel they should be talking, that they're hiding. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. But innocent people have the same rights as guilty people, and we don't know which is which. So there are questions there with that.
Well, the judge injected herself in this case publicly. When she made that public statement, she put herself in the direct line of fire. So she ain't getting no break from me as far as like people scrutinizing her, because she put herself out there like that. Her son was involved in some type of way. At the very least, he's associated with the case. He was with Nolan prior to Nolan's death. Now, I'm gonna tell you the way that I'm built. Man, if my friend is hanging out with me and ends up dead, I'm speaking on it. Law enforcement just gonna have to come do whatever the hell they got to do, because I'm not killing my friend. So they gonna have to just do whatever the hell they gotta do. I'm not running and hiding, man. I'm not gonna delete my social media. I ain't scared of these motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna delete my social media and hide. I'm gonna jump on there, and I ain't saying I'm gonna go back and forth with people. I ain't saying I'm gonna do all of that. But at the very least, I am going to say R.I.P. Nolan Wells, my dog. Post a picture of my partner. Say what the hell you want to say. I can't control you uncivilized much. Say whatever the hell you want to say. But that's my dog. And I'm going to speak on it. I'm letting you know that's my partner. I'm not even thinking about getting prosecuted and all this type of stuff, man. I'm doing what comes natural when a person is grieving, when a person has a loved one who has been lost. I'm grieving. I'm gonna salute my partner. I'm gonna pay tribute. And maybe people wouldn't be so suspicious if they didn't totally delete the accounts, if they would have just turned off the comments. Because they could have done that. They could have just turned that.
Or private them.
or made them private. So that makes me think they have something to hide. And then furthermore, what do you think about the fact that the friends held on to Nolan's phone and his car keys and did not give them to the parents voluntarily? The parents had to go and hunt them down to retrieve those keys and his cell phone.
So before I comment on Cole, if you could refresh my recollection, the family ultimately got it back, not directly from the friends, but through law enforcement efforts.
No.
They got it from the friends?
First off, law enforcement ain't had no evidence. The family been doing all the work. The family been